Hi everybody. Today on Baking with Sammy, we are going to bake some oat, gluten-free, dairy-free matcha crackle cookies. So what you are going to need is a third of a cup of sugar. I just use cane sugar organic. We're gonna put a third of a cup into our bowl. We're gonna leave it out because we'll need it later. You are also going to need a quarter cup of olive oil. So here's my quarter cup olive oil. Toast, no. Toast. Quarter cup of olive oil. And go ahead also to that, take some salt and just give it about that. So quarter teaspoon of salt. You'll want 2 eggs. Crack those in there. Try not to get any shells in. The best thing about this dough is you can make it 24 hours ahead of time. Before you do anything, toast, please get away from the lights, please. You cannot eat those. Toast. Hey, no, come here. Away. Away. Sorry, Toast is the dog. So once you've done that, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla. Remember, we measure vanilla with our heart. Yeah, I'll give it a little bit more. You will want to keep powdered sugar and sugar out for you to roll these in. And then I ground up about 3/4 cup of oat flour here that I'm going to use. You also are going to want 2 tablespoons of milk. Toast, please get away from the tree. Please stop eating the tree. Yeah. This is Toast. Toast is going to be helping today because he has lost his floor privileges. So we're going to use just vanilla almond milk here. It's got no additives in it. It's just chill old almond milk. He likes to eat trees, so this is where we're at right now. All right, 1 and 2. Great. Baking with 1 hand and a doggo. I need a backpack for him. He lost his floor privileges, so I'm gonna stick him on the couch. So he can sit and chill and stop eating trees. All right, so once you have your wet ingredients and your sugar in here, we're gonna take a whisk. And we're just gonna whisk it. Now this actual dough is gonna be pretty wet when you get it together. So you wanna at least minimally chill this for 2 hours. When I tried these, when I made lemon almond flour cookies, I chilled them for about 5 hours. And they turned out so well. So it will be wet. It will be more like a batter than a dough. All right. So now that that's in there, we will save this for later. I'm gonna grab my plastic wrap here. So I've got my oat flour. I'm just gonna dump all of that in. And then I'm also gonna put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Last but not least, I use matcha packets. I'm gonna throw 2 of these in here. It's gonna turn them green. Hopefully. Not, I might add a 3rd. But this generally makes me 2 cups of matcha. The cookies make about 15, 16 cookies. And I am just going to stir this in. Should come out to a nice green. It's more of an oatmeal-y cookie. Like I said, it's gonna be a little more wet, not really gonna super hold together right now because it needs to chill. But we got that nice green color, that nice earthy, sweet smell of the matcha. And now that that is all mixed up, it's gonna get the rest of it out of here. There we go. Again, we clean up as we go. Now we just want to make sure that that is super mixed in well. So I'm going to use my spatula at this point. Just make sure the egg is in there pretty nicely. Now I did rough blend my oats because I want a chewier cookie versus a crumbly cookie. And now that that is mixed, got my plastic wrap. I'm just gonna cover this because this is gonna be covered for about 4-ish hours, maybe 5. I'll cook them tonight. So it's kind of a nice quick take and bake. And then this will look like this. It'll be green. You'll smell its earthy fragrance and it's gonna go into the refrigerator. And it's gonna stay there. Now, after that, so here's your actual recipe. You have 3/4 cup sugar. You have 1/4 cup of olive oil. You have vanilla to your heart's content. 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of almond milk or oat milk or whatever milk of your choice. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, some salt, about 1/4 teaspoon. At least 2 cups of oat flour. Like I said, I put in 3/4 cups. So I did about 2.5 cups just because I found that that works better for me. You're just gonna have to play with that part of the gluten-free flour blend. And then 2 sticks of my matcha. Now, once that's chilling and sitting in the fridge for 2 hours, I'm gonna get 2 other bowls out. Just about this size. Just so I have it prepared. And we are gonna take, I'm using my 3/4 cup because I don't feel like dirtying another thing. And I'm just gonna put about 1/2 cup of my cane sugar in one. And I'm gonna put powdered sugar again, just about 1/2 cup in the other one. And then I will set those aside because I'm going to actually roll in those. So, my sugar and my powdered sugar, I'm setting them aside for when I roll them. So what you're gonna do is after at least 2 hours, the longer, the better, what you will want to do is take, if I can find where I put this, I'm gonna go with our other drawer here. You're gonna wanna take one of these guys, a small ice cream scooper, it's about 1 inch. That's what you're gonna want to scoop out the cookie dough. Once it's chilled, again, minimum 2 hours, maximum 24, covered in the fridge. You're gonna pull that out, you're gonna set your oven to 350. While that is preheating, you'll line 2 baking sheets with parchment paper. If you have the silicone baking mats, that's gonna work as well. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoop out into this scooper. You're just gonna scoop one, you'll put it in your hand, you're gonna roll that in the regular sugar first. Then you're gonna immediately roll it in the powdered sugar. Leave it in that ball. You'll put it on your baking tray. You're gonna probably be able to fit about 6 on a baking tray because they will spread out, and then you'll get that crackling on top from the hardened sugar and the powdered sugar. That's how it's gonna get its crackle. Once that's all set up, again, 350 in the oven for 8 to 14 minutes. It's gonna vary depending on your oven time. Say you put it in for 8 minutes and they're still kind of shiny on top, they don't look done, you shake it and it's kind of jiggly, flip the pan around, put it in for 2 minutes at a time until they're not jiggle anymore, until you don't really see that wet, shiny look on the top. That does mean they're done. If after that first batch, you'll know how long it takes. So say it takes the full 14 minutes, and it could take a little bit longer. What you'll do is you'll put it in for 7 minutes. You will turn, so I have my baking tray, 7 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna turn the tray around halfway, stick it back in for 7 minutes. That way they cook evenly on each side, and then let them cool for 10 minutes on the baking sheet before you transfer them over, or they will fall and crumble. You need that sugar, again, that outside sugar to set, to hold and encase that cookie. Otherwise, you're just gonna get a cookie that basically falls through the grates of your cooling trays. So if you have any questions about making Crinkle matcha cookies, please comment below. You can always substitute in regular flour, regular butter, but these are for my gluten-free, dairy-free peeps out there that want to try something new or something that's just a little bit healthier than regular baking. If you want me to post the recipe, again, also comment that below and I will post a picture whenever I get the chance.